Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Can you hear me? That's the reason I wanted to get in a little bit started. Can you hear me? All right, yeah, it's working there. Wow, there's a delay. Eddie, can you hear me? Or no? Hey, Dr. Ed, how you doing, brother? Can y'all hear me okay? It looks like from my end everything's coming out. If you can hear me, type jalapeno. All right. Let's give some people a little time. How many people we got here? We got 7. All right. Well, hey, appreciate you guys coming in. And of course, it's trash day and recycling day. So give me 1 second. Let me close the garage door. All right, I don't have any idea how long the delay is. So let's try a couple of things here. Ooh, that appears to be working. How many we got? We got 7. All right, here we go. Here we go. Appreciate you guys coming in. This is my first time to ever try this. And on my own. Before I was doing it with Tyler, and they just said, hey, do you click here, click here. And then I did it with Kinsey the other night, and he was the same thing, click here, click here. So first time I had to do it without anybody holding my hand. Oh, we got an 8 in here. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get going. Welcome to my first solo stream. Really appreciate it. Called this one the What If stream because I got a couple of things I want to talk about, and then we'll talk about what you want to talk about. What if? Come on now. All right, so what I want this. There we go. I think. Yep. All right, y'all can see that. A lot of times, folks, when we start talking about passive income, they go, "Oh, well, you got a lot of money. You're a whale." I'm certainly not a whale. Just make sure we understand each other. A lot of you guys are much bigger than I am in the game. But liquidity pools is one of the things that we talked about before in the past, and I just wanted to show you that you did not have to have a whole lot of funds tied up in liquidity pool provider situation to actually make money doing this. And so on this wallet here, I got a couple. I just want to show you these 4 right here. Now, if you notice, like on GRT, I put in 1 ETH and whatever the corresponding number of GRT were. It wasn't my entire holding. No, this is on Uniswap. I didn't throw my whole holdings in there because, hey, if probably, you know about the whole impermanent loss thing, right? It's a teeter-totter where if you throw in this much, you might be more lean this way, you might be more lean this way. And a lot of times that's where people stop thinking and that, no, I want to be in total control of my allocation of funds. However, if you are about the Octo USDC drop. All right, yeah, okay, good call there. What I have, and one of the Chico Army members turned me around on my thinking on this, because that's what I used to think, and I did not participate at all. And what he told me was as simple as this: look, long term, if all you're going to do is hodl this anyway, and you're bullish on both. Now, we're not talking about some of these more riskier plays where a lot of people are getting rug pulled. But if you're long-term, and long-term is defined differently by different people, but let's say that we're talking minimum 3 months, a year, who cares? And if all you're planning on doing is hodling, now this is not financial advice, but this is certainly an option that's available for you, is to throw them in a liquidity pool. And I wanted to show you these small balances here. So after, 4 days, you can kind of see, and it's tilted a little bit towards ETH. It's, pretty much long term, these things equal out, is what I have learned. And in a day and a half, I've gotten $8, $9. Okay. And again, I don't care, because that's $9 I wouldn't have had. And the reason that it's so small is because the liquidity pool is so huge on that. But again, that's one of those things I'm not even going to look at. I put it in there, and wherever it is 3 months from now, my experience has been that these numbers generally even out, but this is just free money, and free is good. And the same thing with Haka. Again, I did like 2 ETH worth. So you can see it slid a little bit towards Haka, but it's like $20 a day from when I started doing it. RWS, same thing. I threw in 2 ETH worth. But these things add up over time. And it's kind of a spray and pray scenario. But don't put your if you're planning on doing something like this, don't put your whole holdings over there. But if you're planning on holding both of them anyway, just let it sit over there and go to work, because these things add up. Now, any XRT holders, this is definitely one that you want to participate in. Because you get really good returns. And the reason that you get really good returns, give me a second. Is because, and I'll drop this link for you. In the chat for you. But the reason that that this is a really good one to get in, because not only are you getting a chunk of whatever the fees that are collected, also every Friday on 10 different blocks, you get another reward drop. And this is from the project. And again, is it a whole lot? Well, it's based on your holdings. But you can see that every Friday, and again, if you're planning on holding this for 3 months to a year, how many Fridays? There's 52 Fridays in a year. And if you're, whatever this works out to be, multiply that times 52. That is free money. And that has nothing to do with what the price of the project does. That make sense? This is just free money. Every Friday. And again, if you're planning on holding this for 3 months to a year, how many Fridays? 52 Friday. Whoop, sorry about that. There's the link for that, and you can check that out. It's just free money. And again, if this is something that you're planning on just holding long term anyway, what do you care, right? What do you care? Hey, Kenzie, how you doing, my brother? Free money. Free is good. Right? All right. Here's that one thing that I wanted to throw to you. Right there, we were just talking about liquidity pools, brother. and how that you don't need a big chunk of change to play in the game. And I was just showing some examples of where I threw maybe just 1 or 2 ETH worth of the holdings in there. LPing XRT. Now, the good thing with a coin like XRT or RWS is because you're getting a percentage of whatever the fees are. And what's really good is if one of these is a one that's just got a whole lot of volatility, because if people are FOMOing, you're getting paid. And if people are panic selling, you're getting paid. And again, you don't care what the price does, because all you're doing is collecting on whatever people are paying. So it's just put your money there. Don't even look at the price. Just let it go to work for you. All right. Let's talk about this real quick here. Proof of Key Day. Proof of Keys Day is coming up January 3rd. Guys, we see you in the Telegram chat all the time. No live cam? There. Is that better, Stefan? My hotkeys stopped working. Dadgummit. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you. So Proof of Keys Day is coming up January 3rd. Now, for those that are new, is that better, Kenzie? For those that are new, we know you're new when you start asking questions about, should I leave my funds on the exchange to do the staking? Should I put my funds here to do this? And the answer is always no. The answer is no. The answer is no. You don't ever park your funds on an exchange unless you're planning on doing trades. And when you do your trades, get them in, get them out. Every year, the whole concept of this is fractional reserves. So exchanges, just like banks, when you deposit X amount of money, if everybody were to go to the bank at one time and say, I want my money, a bank run more or less, the bank doesn't have your money. They don't have their money there. Hell, it's not even in a lockbox. They've got it out working, doing other stuff. In other words, there's a law. Hey, it's kind of like for every pound of rice, there's an acceptable government level of rat turds, right? Same thing with this. They only have to keep a little bit of the money that they've been given there at any given time, and they've got your money out working for them. And so the concept of this proof of keys, and they do it every year. There's 2 Bitcoin birthdays. This is one of them, the anniversary of the first block, and the other one is the release of the white paper. That one is Halloween. That's why Halloween is special to Bitcoin people. And then this one, January 3rd. So what happens every year, people take the money off the exchanges, or a good chunk of people take the money off the exchanges. And a lot of these smaller bopunk exchanges, they don't have your money there. Everybody pulls their whatever off the exchange, and all of a sudden you see withdrawals disabled. Withdrawals disabled. Well, hang on. I'm not getting your comments live here. Jesus. Sorry. And every year, you'll see some of these little podunk ones go out of business because everybody's pulling the money out. They ain't got the funds to keep operating, if that makes sense. So, and you're already starting to see, at least when I'm reading what you guys are saying in the Telegram group, you're already starting to see a lot of exchanges that are shutting down withdrawals. Now, Binance, theirs was a scheduled, evidently, what I'm hearing. Theirs is an exchange, a scheduled maintenance yesterday or the day before. Don't wait till the last minute. Do not be the last guy out. Don't be the last guy to leave, because you're going to get stuck cleaning up. And then you're going to see withdrawals disabled. And then you're going to see a handful of these exchanges going down. Get your money off the exchanges now. All right? Yeah, really. How many times you got to hear the same sermon? All right, so we talked about XRT, the extra bonus there. I can close that one. All right, so told you I got a couple of what if situations. So, and I'm not saying this is so. I'm just saying what if. Y'all think back to the bull run in 2018. Was it FOMO, or was it a combination of FOMO after a cycle of events had happened? Like, for instance, Tether. Tether, we all know it's like our Fed, always printing money, and all they're doing with that is taking that and buying Bitcoin. It's basically free Bitcoin, right? So Tether had a lot to do with it. And was it this bull run where basically, and they had names for them, but they had bots that were basically just running the price up, which kicked people's bot algorithms in, which then followed in after it, right? So it wasn't a natural, it wasn't an organic growth. So what if we're in that same situation right now? If I go over here to my videos, there was a lot of stuff going on in the real world in politics that had something to do with our crypto lives, right? Where Barr all of a sudden was cracking the whip. And also at this time, also in history, it looked like that Trump was probably, a little bit behind, but the momentum was good on his side. And there was a lot of stuff going on, and we've seen it even now with the self-hosted wallet stuff going on. And in this one, we were talking about there were like 6 Tether addresses that had been frozen, and then all of a sudden the Monero volume was going through the roof, and there's been talk of more criminal stuff going on, and it happened a whole lot of stuff here. So what if this particular run that we're in right now is nothing more than the whales running the price up so they get at least one more really good bite at the apple before new laws, new crackdowns, Tether bust, Tether going broke, whatever. What if this is them just going to the barrel one last time to get a big payday, and then if they're going to be on the run for a while, $200 million is a pretty easy way to get going for the rest of your life, ain't it? So again, what if? Because again, a lot of people go, oh no, look at the TA and blah, blah, blah. Again, the TA doesn't mean much if the whole thing's being manipulated. If they know that the bot's algorithms are going to change here, what would prevent them from thinking that, hey, if I can get the price to here, then those bots will take over and push it over the top? Hey, I told you, man, this is a what if. This is a what if episode here. And again, I'm not saying it so, but what if? So I tell you all that to tell you this. when I see people all the time posting, oh, should I sell here? Should I sell there? Blah, blah, blah. Always take profits. Ain't nothing wrong with taking profits. If you sold it for more than you bought it, you're winning. Could you have made more if you'd have waited a little bit? Yeah. So don't ever sell out your whole position unless there's something going on. Do things in chunks, but always take profits. Always take profits. All right, that's my first what if. And I think I just drove Kinsey a little crazy with that. That's not good. All right, what if? And I don't know. Hey, we got 13 watching. Hey, welcome everybody. Got the holidays coming up. Some people are going to break the law and go spend that holiday with their family. And I say, rock on. God bless you. And everybody always says, well, what do I say? What do I say to people that may be interested to get them interested? And I will tell you that for me, this right here, and I'll drop this link in the chat for you, but this link right here just sews it up. And you don't even have to go back to 2011 because, I mean, how many of us were in 2011? But let's go back to last year. 2019, January 1st. Whoop. Yeah. So let's say that at the beginning of the year, if you had the conversation that you're going to have with family and loved ones, and I'm sorry, I need to check what capture I think I have on. All right, but yeah, okay. So y'all are seeing the screen. All right. So you can go to this site right here. Where'd you go? And just put in like January 1st, January 1st. And let's say that we're talking to your nieces and nephews that don't have a whole lot of money to play in the game because you don't need a whole lot of money because time in the market for these younger folks is more effective than trying to time the market. So 2020... 2020 was a hell of a year. But let's say that whoever you're talking to been in $20 every week, $20, January 1st. And I show you this because so much people go, I got this much. Where should I put it? Or, should I buy here? If the only thing that you were doing was throwing in $20 a week, you would have 0.10 of a Bitcoin, which today is worth almost $23,000. More importantly, it's worth 1/10 of a Bitcoin. Show them this. And whatever their level of stress is, then just whatever it is. That's how you down cost average. And if the only thing you ever did was that, they're ahead of the game. Why? Because there's only 21 million Bitcoin ever going to be in existence. How many of them are lost already? A lot of them are lost already, right? Not to count Satoshi's wallet. No, brother, I don't, and I appreciate it. I don't have a super chat. I'm not a monetized channel. However, and I appreciate that. That was awesome of you. However, if any of you watched the video that I did here, do you really want to be rich? Do you even know what that means? I tell a story about a coworker of mine, 28 years old, with every pre-existing condition. Every pre-existing condition you can imagine. And at 28 years old, when he caught COVID, he didn't make it. However, and I know how good his health insurance was. And this kid, God bless him, even before COVID, was in the hospital all the time. If you have Venmo, you can send his young widow a donation. And I appreciate you asking me. That was very, very sweet. But in that spirit, if you want to help, if you want to, at this time of the year, 'tis the season. Here's this young lady's Venmo address. There is a what's the other GoFundMe page or whatever. However, they take a percentage. This way, it all goes to her instead of partially to GoFundMe. If you wanted to make a donation, and in the description, just put Chico Army. Yeah, what if my stream cut out? Yeah, that was right before my trip. And for me, I will tell you that is about the time that the light came on. That trip, guys, was, it was life-changing. We did 28 days, 27 states. We did about 70 individual bucket list things. We hit damn near every national park, national forest along the way. We dodged the California fires. We dodged a winter snowstorm. and I want to tell you, man, it was like the whole trip. People said, "Oh my God, what was your favorite part?" For me, the whole trip. Every time we drive down the road, you'd look and we'd spend however much time. And it was like, wow, that's the most incredible, awesome thing I've ever seen in my life. And there will never, ever be anything ever as cool as that. Ever. Until about 20 seconds later when you turn the bend and you get an eye full of what's on the horizon next. And it was 30 days of that guy. 30 days of that guy. There was one day where we did sunrise in Yellowstone, and we did sunset at Mount Rushmore. Pretty awesome. All right, so anyway, back to the what if part. If you're looking for a way to introduce your new friends to the idea of crypto, this Bitcoin savings calculator, that is a really good conversation starter. Don't start trying to talk about anything deeper than that. If they understand the whole why Bitcoin is important as far as the future of finance, hey, right now, this is a good starting point for you. All right, so I did a video Saturday about how to become an XDAI delegator. Now you need 1,000 XDAI to get started on this. And I'm sorry for those that missed that line, Kenzie. But there's, again, back to the idea of passive income. If you don't have 1,000, what you can do is you can either provide liquidity. Okay, I mean, I'll mix in the crypto with the old man stories. You can either throw it in a liquidity pool, and we go back to the conversation we started with a little bit earlier, or you can do the easy staking option. And again, the only thing it costs you is the gas you put in. You sit there, you park it, you let it go to work. And that is really your two options. Except for a third option that I'm just going to throw out to you right now. And I will tell you that there's going to come a part in this conversation where it's going to be different than crypto, but I'm going to throw it out there to you anyway. All right? And why? It doesn't make me an extra dime. But let me show you. My mind wanders sometimes. I'm an idea man, so I come up with weird stuff all the time. I tell you what, Kenzie, my daddy was the best storyteller you ever met. The best storytellers ever. Bill Cosby, in spite of the whole whatever happened, post Jello. Andy Griffith. If none of you ever seen Andy Griffith tell a story, look him up. Just type in on YouTube Andy Griffith stand up. Kevin Smith, Silent Bob, one of the best storytellers ever. And what's great about them is when they tell a story, they start off here. And most people tell you a story, it goes from here to here, and there's your story. What these guys do is they go here, and then they come over here, they tell you this story. And they come over here, and then they tell you this story. They tell you 5 stories for the price of one. And my daddy was better than all of them put together. All right, so, and what it does on this site right here, and I can throw this link in here in a second next time I get back to that screen. It shows if I got 1,000 X die, I can put them in easy staking, or I can be a delegator. And if you take a look down here, again, this is, let me put a disclaimer in here. This is if everybody is fully staffed. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to touch on that here and again. Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield. All right. So basically what it said, if you got 1,000 and you were going to be a delegator, you're going to get about twice as many rewards as you would if you had them in as a delegator, or you have them as a easy staking. All right. So that right there tells me that if I've got at least 1,000, I'm going to make twice as many here as over here. Now, I had to explain this to my buddy in terms of the old retailer that we used to work for, and we used to sell these beds that you adjust the air with numbers. And for whatever reason, I'm not going to go any deeper into that. However, how it worked was your store was budgeted for this month to make this amount of money. In a 3-person store, the 2 sales pros were responsible for 35% each, and I was responsible for 30%. And then once you reached your level, then depending on how many other levels, you could get additional bonuses, right? So, and mine was a little bit less. And and again, on a 4-person store, the metrics were a little bit different also. And everybody's chunk got a little bit smaller. However, so like in a 3-person store, if what you had to bring to the table that month was 35, and let's just make it easy. We'll say it was 100,000. I had to write $35,000 in volume. Hey, brother, how you doing? I had to write 35,000 to reach the first bonus tier, right? However, what happens if somebody quit? Well, what I'm required budget-wise is still that 35%. However, I'm going to get more opportunities. No, Stefan, I kind of wandered. I'm going to come back and answer your question here in a second. You get more opportunities, ergo, you're going to get more sales, so your volume is going to be higher. You're really a 2-person store on 3-person goals. That makes sense? So you're getting more at bats. Well, it's the same thing here right now on XDie. Let me make sure I'm on the right. Okay, I am. Because what they're set up for is for there to be 25 validators, and each validator in that pool is supposed to have 30% of the volume of the total holdings. Because he's going to have maximum a 30,000, a 30% stake of that pool. So the rest of the validators in that pool are going to split the 75%. Now, that's if we're, quote, fully staffed, right? That means if we've got all the validators and all of the delegators maxed out. All right. But when you look here right now, all right, when you log in here right now, we're not anywhere near that. We're not anywhere near that. I mean, look, as far as validators right now, there's only 15. And it's supposed to be 19 per staking epic that go in. And I guess what that means is that when it's fully staffed, that minimally there's going to be 4 pools that don't participate in that epic. And so the goal is to be in that top 50, is to be in that top 19. And so as they look at the rewards, that's factored in. Well, look at this. There's not even enough validators. So that means that, number one, these guys aren't ever going to sit one out until we get over 19. They're not ever going to sit out a staking epic. And, good. And, like right now, I'm the only delegator that's in this particular pool. Well, Eddie, the validators don't ever have your XDAI. They never leave your wallet. Now, we'll talk about the downside of staking. Good. Thanks for bringing that in. And so I guess what I'm saying is, look, the validator is supposed to get 75%. Is supposed to get 75, minimum 30% of the pool. Right now he's getting 93%. And right now, since I'm the only guy that's a delegator right now, I'm going to be getting a bigger chunk of the pie. Now, as these positions get filled, this is going to get smaller and smaller. That makes sense? Now, the downside, here's the risk, Eddie. Here's the risk. It's that whole if you do something nefarious, you could be put in a timeout. They don't take yours, they just put you in a timeout. But when I looked at the list of things that you had to do to be disqualified, I don't even know what they mean. So I wouldn't necessarily know how to do anything nefarious. And quite frankly, there's no incentive to do anything nefarious. But all right, so anyway, back to what I was saying. So anyway, if that makes sense, you're going to get more rewards as a validator than you are using the easy staking, especially right here at the beginning. So what I want to offer to you guys, if you're interested. Now, Eddie, this is where it comes back to, in this example, what I'm going to present to you ain't anything but trustless. It's anything but trustless. If anybody wants to participate, and I talked to some guy last night to find out if there's a way to do this in a smart contract, and he said that there was. But in the interim, if you want to send me your XDAI, I will throw it in here. And all I'm going to do here at the beginning is I'm gonna take whatever earnings we get and I'm gonna throw them back in, and then and so our portion would go up. If you're within our pool, you would just get a percentage of that, and here at the beginning it's bigger. Is it a risk? Yeah, because we're talking about you'd have to trust me. If you don't trust me, don't do it. If you don't trust me, don't do it. Right now, and there's another one that's supposed to be on the way, but right now that's our deposit right there. And so here at the beginning, I'm just going to keep taking those rewards and throwing them back in and letting them compound. So if that's something you're interested in, PM me. And like I said, and what does it cost me? It doesn't cost me anything because I don't need your involvement. Because if you decide, hey, I'm out, then whatever it is, your portion of the booty, then you take with you, and that's cool. Because if you pull out, it's not going to affect my delegator status because I'm already a delegator status. So if you're interested, we can talk about it, and don't have to do it. It's just something I'll throw out there for you, and until there's more validators and until there's more delegators. Nope, ain't trustless at all. You'd 100% be trusting me. And I'm old. Scott, you're old. What happens if you die? Well, over the holidays, I'm going to be teaching my daughter this, and one of the members that's in this pool that has his ex-die staked with us lives here locally, and he'll know. Yeah, and you were saying that last night with the multi-sig wallet, and like I said, I'm an idea guy. I'm not the how do you do it guy. But if there's something that you want to participate in, putting it into a smart contract is something that we're going to shoot for in the distance. So, but hey, I just figure I'm going to ride this train as long as we can, because the pieces of the pie right now, like I said, there's not even 19 delegators. I believe this number is supposed to get to 25, and 19 go in every time. So do it, don't do it. I don't, doesn't affect me at all. Now, it's just a way. And why would you do this? Well, dude, 2 years ago, Tyler and I gave away masternodes. What I have found is that the more I give, the more that comes back to me. And if there's a way that I can help you individually get twice the staking amount, this is not a send me 1 ETH and I'll send you back. How can I lose? Keep my stake? I'm sorry, I don't understand. So anyway, but now here's some really big picture thinking. The real money is in validating. Because right now, what I just show you, that guy, my validator right now, until this gets fully staffed, is getting 92% of the pot right now. Now, how big is the pot? I don't know. The new Epic starts today. Right now, in the early going, now you got to have 20,000 die to get in there. So that would have to be a lot of us little guys to throw together to be a big guy, and I don't think we'd ever get there. Plus, that's hard to do, and there's more responsibility, so I'm not even sure that I'd want to do that. But hey, if that's something you're interested in, let me know. What else? What's another what if? What if? What if? Well, we talked about that. Talked about that. Let's check something here. Well, no, let's not. All right. That's pretty much it. Everything that I have. I don't know how long we've been on. Let's see on that. Can I do it and keep my keys? Now, the best way for you to do it is to do that easy staking. Is it riskier to? Okay, let's see. Let's jump in here. Yeah, I know, Kenzie. People are skeptical, and I don't blame them. I mean, if I didn't know the person that was talking, and know is a relative term, right? But I don't blame you. If you're skeptical, don't do it. If you don't know me and know the reputation that I've had in the community for a while, then don't do it. Don't do it. Somebody asked, is it riskier to stake? My good day, Mr. What is more profitable, easy staking or delegation? If you've got 1,000, and if we had, and that's what we were just talking about. If you had 1,000, and if there were the right number of validators and the right number of delegators, you would make twice as much in delegating than you would in easy staking. However, right now there's not enough, so it's going to be more than double. It's going to be more than double. What else we got going on? To say how long we've been going on for 44 minutes. Oh, that was non-crypto talk. What do you guys want to talk about? Are we done? Hey, Doobie, how you doing, my brother? How you doing, my brother? We got small. It really is. All right. Well, I guess that's pretty much it then. And I think I know the story on the hotkeys. I'm supposed to open it up as an admin. That's why my hotkeys froze in OBS. I really appreciate all the support you guys have helped. And again, am I in this to start making money with YouTube? No, not really. It's just that there were these thresholds that were thrown out here. And just because I'm competitive, I want to crush those numbers. We're almost there on the subs required, really. And a lot of this is my fault because I went on that 30-day vacation. But if you guys can help me out, man, just go click on the longest video I got, mute it, and let it run in the background. I could really use some help there. Hey, Kenzie, Kenzie, if you're still here, man, you want me to tell them the meltdown story? Let's get you monetized. Oh, yeah, you are still here. Is one XDAI even worth it? And in what respect, brother? I mean, is stake a good investment? I'm not an investment counselor. Is it a coin that I hold? Yeah. Kenzie, you still here, brother? All right, so all right. So let me tell you the story of the meltdown. Oh, my hotkeys aren't working, damn it. Now y'all know who Meltem Demirors is, right?
Meltem Demirors, and I am Chief Strategy Officer of CoinShare. Today I'd like to discuss cryptocurrencies, mainly Bitcoin, and Bitcoin. Now Bitcoin, the Bitcoin network, Bitcoin. I thank you for your time and look forward to your questions.
So that's Meltem Demirors. So, wait a minute. Oh, there is that 20-second delay. Ooh, that is weird, ain't it? Okay, just not used to it. So anyway, back in July or August, even in the middle of the biggest bull run that I've been a part of since I've been in, we were having fun. We were bored. So we were on Twitter, and Meltem Demirors. 20-second delay. Ooh, that is weird, ain't it? Okay, just not used to it. So anyway, what the heck? Back in July or August, even in the middle of the biggest bull run that I've been a part of since I've been in. All right, what the hell is going on? We were having fun. We were bored. So we were on Twitter, and I just lost controls. So anyway, what the heck? All right, anyway, it was Twitter, evidently. I don't know why the audio kicked in there. All right, so I had responded to something that she had tweeted, and she liked it. And so jokingly, I put on Twitter, I took a screenshot of that, and I went, oh, God, I can die a happy man now. Oh, my God, Meltem Demirors liked one of my tweets. And I got a lot of tweets and, ha-has and stuff like that. If it kept talking, but past you and straight. Okay. So a couple of days later, I get a message in Twitter, and it's from Crypto Culture from Kenzie, and he's like, anything you can do, I can do better. And sends me a screenshot of a tweet that he had responded on her exchange, and that she had liked it also. So then it turned into a competition. And so we had a month-long competition. I had this really involved scoring system, which it turned out we certainly didn't need. And Kenzie says, no. We'll keep score on likes. However, no spamming. So we made a rule. We alternated days. and you got one message. You got one message a day, and if she responded or liked or whatever, then you got a point. Well, we had this competition. We were all geared up, and all the smack talking was going on, and both of us zeroed out. We zeroed out. We got 0 likes. So we got 0 comments. And then, of course, as soon as the competition was over, then it went nuts, right? Then she's liking and sharing and commenting and everything. So anyway, for the competition, we ended up tied 0-0. But I've beat you in all the practice games and the exhibitions. I tell you, man. Even on the stupid stuff, I'm competitive. Like if we ever stopped to go to the bathroom, before you got back in the car, it was whoever could throw the rock and hit the speed limit sign way over there. I mean, that's just the kind of silly stuff that we do. Oh, brother, I can't check Telegram right now. I'm having a hard time staying on the air myself. Hey, but Kenzie, I got, not only did I get a like, I got a reply the other day. So that in that unique scoring system, that would have put me ahead of you. All right, let's see. What do we got here? Somebody, thoughts on wrapped ETC? Well, I'm not big on Ethereum Classic to begin with. I'm not a miner. So, but there are too many 51% attacks. And so, I mean, if you're going to tell me now that I have the option to get it wrapped as well, I don't care. I really don't care. No offense. Got to see what image. Oh, the one you sent me in Telegram? All right, hang on a sec. Here, I'm going to go check this here. Yeah, it didn't load for me, brother. It didn't load for me. The one that said road trip or my trip or something like that. I clicked on it. It didn't load for me. All right. Is there anything else that we guys want to talk about? We'll do the 2-minute shield. We'll do the 2-minute shield. Everybody, is there something that you want everybody to take a look at? Ready, set, go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. Cardano. Michael Jackson. Really? 2 shields? That's it? And a Michael Jackson shield? Kenzie, what are you shilling, brother? All right. Well, I get nobody's got any shields. ADA GHST. Go. Is that the McAfee one? GHST? Did you buy it? GRT? Yeah, I know, Kenzie. I cut it at like 11 seconds. And I wanted to do that as a test to see if the copyright dingers happen. XYO. Ah, yeah, build one. I didn't get that one. I missed that one. XYO. All right. So the one I've never heard at is the one never heard of before is the one we'll take a look at for some reason. XYO network. I don't know, brother. I don't know. This may be one where, we want to manage expectations. This may be one where you want to start making sure your affairs are in order. Although it's not like it's not like, that we see like we do on Cardano. But I don't know. What is it about this one that you dig, man? Tell us what you like about this one. Proof of location. All right, Eddie, come on. Proof of location. Sound team. All right, so here would be my issue with it. I mean, not knowing anything about the project whatsoever. It's got 24-hour trading volume of $2,000. I don't know, brother. I'd be concerned that if I got in, that I wouldn't be able to get out without knowing anything else about the project. And so maybe it's early days. I don't know. All right. Hey, Kenzie, you rock on, brother. We appreciate you. Appreciate you mucho. As a matter of fact, I'm almost at an hour here, so. Not that I have anything to do in an hour and 1 minute. But my dog usually wakes up here in a little bit. I got an old dog he sleeps in. Data token. Data token. All right, let's take a look. Now, I will tell you guys that I'm the last person that you want to get coin information from. I'm an admin in a group. This one's got some history on it. Okay, I'll look into that one. Because this one's got, what, a little over 4 million in volume a day? I'll look into that one. What is it that you like about that one? Where'd it go? Where'd my page go? Where you are? What is it that you like about that one, Ryan? Give me the elevator pitch. Thank you, Doobie, man. Hey, you guys. All right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. I'll give Ryan an opportunity to data streaming. All right. So, appropriate for my first for my first stream to talk about it. I'll look into it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to leave you with this. Today's the, 22nd? Today's the 23rd. So this is a Southern thing. And give me a heads up if you guys have ever heard of Christmas Eve gift. If y'all have heard of Christmas Eve gift, just give me a 1. The tradition. No? All right. So what it is, on Christmas Eve, you whoever is the first person in each encounter with each person that you know, the first person to say or yell Christmas Eve gift supposedly is supposed to get an extra Christmas gift. But it's really not even about the gift. I told you I'm competitive. This is the household I grew up in. So every morning, I mean, and sometimes it's like at 12 o'clock midnight and 1 second, you're like, Christmas Eve gift! Or you're calling, or you call like 5 minutes before and let the conversation go on. And then right as it strikes midnight, you go, Christmas Eve gift! But whoever yells it first is supposed to get an extra Christmas gift. But it only starts on Christmas Eve. Oh, Rob's heard of it before. It's a Southern thing. It's a stupid thing, but it's a competitive thing. So even my kids have started a tradition on where they live now in their lives as well. So we'll go ahead and cut out. I appreciate all of you tuning in. Yeah, I realize there's a delay on the chat. I got to get this timing thing down here. But I appreciate you guys joining here on the first attempt at this. I'm going to listen to the finished product to see what it sounds like from that side to try to learn how to make changes in the future. And if you like, because Tyler does his in the afternoon, Kenzie does his in the evening, I'm a morning guy. So if this is something that you guys would like to do on a more regular basis. It's a Dutch thing too, huh? I did not know that. We just thought it was a redneck thing. But we will talk to you soon. Christmas Eve gift early, which doesn't count, but y'all Christmas Eve give somebody in your lives. Love you. Sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, unicorns, and all that good stuff. Greetings to you there in Portugal, Antonio. Appreciate all of you. Kenzie, Ryan, Doobie, Miggy, Rob, Stefan, Eddie. Appreciate all of you guys. Greetings from Serbia. I didn't know you were in Serbia, Stefan. Interesting. Where is everybody from? Before I give you sunshine, lollipops, rainbows, and unicorns. Free USDC. So, if you own Haka, not Haka, if you own Octo Finance, which when I looked earlier this morning took a kick in the groin. If you own OctoFi, you got an $8 USDC airdrop. Why? I don't know, but we'll take it, right? I've been trying to find out where the thing is. Serbia, California, Portugal also. Do y'all know each other in the real life? I know that's kind of stupid. I'll be in like this trip if I'm in Montana. Oh, you're from Texas. Do you know Sally Jones? Yeah, because all us Texans know everybody. Yeah, Octo is where it came from. Rotterdam. Yeah, Ryan, check the wallet that you're holding that Octo in, because I think you got an $8 USDC airdrop. Czech Republic. But I'm an expat here because my girl is here. All right. Y'all, I want to say it was about a week ago, Kenzie. I want to say it was about a week ago. But we had no idea where it was from. Yeah, that's where it came from. We were trying to play some Sherlock, and somebody finally figured it out with something on Twitter. All right. I think that's it. I'm not 100% sure how to end this. Somebody said earlier, doesn't Tyler just kill his? I always wondered about how graceful these endings are. So let's find out. Guys, y'all have a wonderful Christmas if I don't talk to you till then. Thanks for popping in here. Appreciate any ideas for future content. And y'all rock on, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.